Have a look at this, dude.
Oh, we've got some Mopane ones.
Yeah. Oh, look at this nice one. Nice big Mopane one.
We call them Mopane.
Mopane. Okay.
So, Matt, what happens to them? What's their life cycle?
So what they'll do is the emperor moth will come and actually lay the eggs on the tree themselves. And then when the the eggs hatch, you normally get 2 hatches a season in the year, and then they will actually hatch, and then they'll start to feed on the tree. And if you listen very carefully, you can actually hear them feeding.
Right. Yeah, you can hear it there.
A couple of good things about the feeding. So first of all, they'll strip off all the old thick leaves that have now been there for a full season, and allow for new growth. If you can see already, there's already new leaves starting to grow out where the worms have actually fed on the tree itself. And then once the worms have finished feeding, they will then drop down onto the ground, like Morris said, and then they will start their metamorphosis into the emperor butterfly. You can see there. So another good thing that happens while they're eating the leaves is all this droppings on the ground here. You can see it here.
Yeah, you can see it all around here.
So it actually makes a huge pile underneath the tree. And if you have a look at those droppings, they are the nutrients. So all of those nutrients will be sucked into the ground when the next bit of dew or rain falls.
Yeah.
Then it will suck it into the ground and acts as nutrient for the tree itself. Actually, Mopane is the Shona word for butterfly. It looks like a butterfly leaf or wings.
With a bit of imagination.
With a bit of imagination. But this is a very big Mopane leaf. Normally they're only about that size, not very big like this.
Yeah.
But what's really cool about a Mopane leaf is it will hold up to about 40% of the proteins of a green leaf once they fall to the ground and they drop, even to the point where they're as brown and almost dry like that. That looks like from quite a while ago. But they will still be able to be nutrient rich for the animals to eat.
Even after it's fallen off the tree?
Even after it's fallen. 40% of the proteins of a green leaf. So in the time of drought seasons, you'll actually find the dung of animals or not even droughts, of just dry season.
Yeah.
You'll find the dung of animals changing color because of the leaves. And we're coming into winter now, so you'll start to see the leaves actually changing color, losing their green, turning to that beautiful gold and orange colors in autumn.
Yeah.
And then the animals will still be able to feed on that, and they will still get proteins and nutrients from that.
But it will change. On the tree though.
Well, it's on the trees because they will hold their leaves. Actually, they'll hold their leaves for a long time, even after they've turned brown and look to be dead for us.
Yeah.
Then they will still be on the tree. And then there's quite an interesting thing. As soon as they have a new growth of leaf in the next season, after the rainy season, you'll see it's almost overnight when all the leaves drop, and then you start to see all the little shoots popping out in the springtime. Okay.
So they're quite resilient, these trees, eh?
No, they're very resilient, and that's why they're actually a bit of a saving grace for the dry seasons for all the animals. You'll actually find, I've seen even grazers, predominantly graze or even fully grazing animals like buffaloes and zebras. I've seen them having to substitute their diets to Mopane leaves during the dry season. It was actually during that very bad drought that we had a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And they had to substitute it to the Mopane leaves because there was just no grass for them to eat. It wouldn't give them the same protein count as grass would for a grazer, but I mean it's better than nothing.
Yeah, there's not much out there.
Exactly.
Yeah, so the Mopane areas the Mopanes can seem to want to take over an area, so you can get a lot of Mopane in one area.
Yeah, you do find, normally what you find is actually down to the soils that Mopanes grow in. So Mopanes actually grow in very clay-based soils, so you'll find that it's more the soil type in the area that will depict the amount of Mopanes and not the actual the tree itself, in my opinion.
And these big Mopane areas or Mopane belts, they've attracted bulk feeders.
Yeah, you do find in the drier season, because animals know that they can still eat these brown leaves or the golden leaves. They can still eat that, and then they'll move into the areas with lots of Mopanes during the drier season because of the fact that there is a little survival store of food for them in the dry seasons.
Yeah.
But you can also see what I was saying about the new leaves forming. Have a look at those beautiful
Yeah,
new
look at that,
leaves.
how soft it is.
Yeah. It looks completely different to this massive one that we see here.
Yeah.
New leaf growth.